What's up? What's up? What's up? Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, faithful? It is your boy, Niner Sickness, coming to you with a Niner Sickness report. Good afternoon. Good afternoon on this wonderful Monday. We are getting closer and closer and closer to the NFL draft. We are getting closer and closer to the NFL draft. Who is ready for this draft to be over with? My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. What's up, David Williams? How you doing, sir? Let me put you in here real quick. What's up? What's up? Give me a second. Let me get this open a little bit. Hold on, guys. What's going on, Josh? How you doing, sir? Mike, what's going on, Mike? Kathy, how you doing, Kathy? It is Monday evening. We are getting closer and closer to the draft. Today was Trey Lance's second pro day. I don't know if you guys watched it, but I'm going to show you some footage of him today. I want to get your guys' perspective. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are on Trey Lance today. What's up, Carter? How you doing, brother? What's up, Lucky? How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, man. Definitely. You can't go based on pro days. Everybody know this. You go based on film. Kyle Shanahan has done his due diligence. He has watched film on all quarterbacks that he thinks will be available at 3. The whole purpose of, in my opinion, the whole purpose of going to the pro days is to get to know the player as a person. All right? To get to know the player as a person, not necessarily as an athletic guy, because they've seen film on these cats. They want to talk to them. They want to get a feel about who they are and what they can bring to the table, in my opinion. How you doing, Don? Good to see you, Don. Really? Am I still frozen? What's up, Mr. Lopez? How you doing, sir? Give me a second. Okay, making sure that I'm watching myself. Did I freeze to anybody else, or did I just freeze to Kathy? Pro day is an interview, exactly. What's up, Mike? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Nah, no freeze. Right on, Michael. How you doing, Michael? Remember, do me a favor, guys. What's up, Dina? If you're watching me through via YouTube, smash that like button. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. And hit the notification bell so that you get notified each and every time we go live. But smash that like button for me. Ah, you have fun. Six Flags. I like it. I like it. I'm glad you had fun, girl. Nope. Okay. All right. Cool, cool. Okay, I know. Okay, cool. So, as someone said, Steve, I believe, Pro Day are interviews, especially with this whole 2020 situation at hand. You can't interview, you can't talk to these players the way you normally would in years past. You can't take them out to eat, you can't visit their family. This whole thing going on with COVID, things are a little bit different. So I got to believe that they take up opportunities to go to the pro days and get to know the player in a interview format. So I do agree with that. They got to get a field of fields. I just made that rhyme. That was so lame. I know. If you had a choice, Lance or Fields, I take Lance. So would I. Anybody that knows Niner sickness knows that Lance is my guy. I like Trey Lance. I think he needs to sit, not necessarily for the whole year, but he does need to sit behind someone, whether he goes to us or he goes to Atlanta under Matt Ryan. He needs to sit behind a quarterback. I think you can start Mac Jones. I think you can start Justin Fields. You can even start Trey Lance. But I think every quarterback benefits from sitting 1 year. But especially when you got to work with the footwork of Trey Lance, sitting there watching Jimmy G, working with the Niners offensive coach would be wise. But is Jimmy G going to want to teach this kid to take his job? That is the question. What's up, Roberto? How you doing, brother? What do you think about Wilson? I like Wilson, but the fact that Wilson is not really in the category of play because most likely and not he's going to the Jets. Now, I understand nothing is set in stone. There's no guarantees that says he goes to the Jets. But I think the Jets and the Jaguars are pretty set at 1 and 2. So before I go on, let's watch a little bit of film on Mr. Trey Lance, and I want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions. Hold on, guys. This is from today's second pro day. Now he's doing a lot what Kyle Shanahan wants him to do. Look at that spiral. Look at that beautiful spiral. That is beautiful. There you go. His back towards the defense. Look at that. Boom. The kid is natural, man. The kid is natural. I love what the kid possesses. I know that he needs to be worked with on his footwork, but the kid has a strong arm. He's built like a tight end. He can take a beating and keep on ticking. Very good arm, Leonardo Lopez. Very good. Look at that arm. Look at that bullet. Boom. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy right there. I like what I saw. right there in Trey Lance. I don't know about you guys. I understand that he hasn't played that much games in his career. I mean, he wasn't a high recruit coming out of high school as Trevor Lawrence was, as Justin Field was. But I think the upside of Trey Lance under the correct tutelage, under Kyle Shanahan's system, can thrive and be that quarterback, that Pro Bowl type of quarterback underneath the tutelage of Kyle Shanahan. He sat for 16 months. Think that's enough? Are you maybe I have 27 million reasons why Jimmy is better than Trey Lance or Justin Fields? I would love to hear those reasons. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on, guys. I got to fix this a little bit better. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Here we go. All right. Let me get that situated. I had it wrong. Do you think there is a similarity to Kaepernick? If you're talking about Trey Lance, I do not. I like what Trey Lance is doing in college is much better than what Kaepernick did. I like that soft touch, that couple of passes that he rolled to the left, and threw his receiver. I didn't see Kaepernick do that. Kaepernick didn't really have that touch. So there's some, but not all. What's up, Daniel Cantu? How you doing, brother? Yeah, he was late. If you're talking about Trey Lance, yes, he started. Kyle Shanahan wanted John Beck to work with Trey Lance. Now, I find it interesting that Justin Fields works with John Beck. Trey Lance has worked with John Beck, but Mac Jones has not. Now, why is that? Why is it Mac Jones did not work under John Beck? Is it because Kyle Shanahan knows already what he likes about Mac Jones? Or Mac Jones is a smokescreen and they're not heading in that direction? What's up, Martin? Well, that's the safest bet. Take over the whoever they take, obviously. What's up, Michael Romo? How you doing, brother? What's up, John Aker? After watching Lance throw today, he's better than I thought. I'll be happy with that pick. Now, keep in mind, these pro days are more for interview purposes, talking to the player, getting to know the player as an individual, getting a feel for the player. But these Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch, our quarterbacks coach, they are familiar already so much with the tape on these quarterbacks. Now, I guess we're not going to know until the 29th of April. But this idea that I keep hearing the narrative that all these sources, Michael Lombardi, all these other sources, they have all these sources close to them that are saying that it's going to be Mac Jones. Since John Lynch took over and Kyle Shanahan, they have never leaked anything, right? They have never leaked anything to the media. I didn't know, and I'm pretty sure you didn't know about the Mike McClinchy draft pick. We didn't know that Trent Brown was traded to the Patriots. I didn't know they were going to hire John Lynch when they did. That caught me off a surprise. I didn't know they were going to trade, or they have traded Buckner to the Colts. We didn't know about the move from 12 to 3 until it happened. None of the things that had ever happened for the 49ers since John Lynch took over and Kyle Shanahan has pointed that they leak out anything. So my question to you guys is, these people, so-called experts, where do they get the audacity to say their sources, all they're hearing from their sources, that it's going to be Mac Jones? These so-called sources, where are they getting their information when we all know that Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch do not leak out information? Where do they get that audacity to see that their sources know it's going to be Mac Jones? This is why you can't concern yourself with any of this. I'm not saying it won't be Mac Jones. What I'm saying is, none of us know until April 29th. That's when we find out exactly which direction our San Francisco 49ers will be heading going into the future. I agree with you, Coach Timo. How you doing, by the way? Welcome. Jimmy helping Fields or Lance? I have 27 reasons why he's better. There are no sources because the Niners don't leak things anymore. Exactly. That's why when you keep hearing the sources close to them are saying that it's going to be Mac Jones, I don't know where they're getting this narrative. I don't know where they're getting this from. Where are they hearing this from? It's not from the Niners. Obviously, it's not from the Niners. So where are they hearing this? What it is social media at its best. Social media at its best. It's all speculation. They're just speculating based on the type of quarterback that Kyle likes. The Matt Ryan. The Kirk Cousins. The Matt Schaubs. That's all they're going by. It is ludicrous to me how these guys think. From what I heard, Sherman loves living in the West Coast. Sherman loves the West Coast. I don't think he wants to go to the East Coast. So I doubted he goes to the Jets. I really do. Let's see here. Let me make sure I'm reading some of these. I'm still sticking with my bet that Mac Jones will definitely not be the pick at number 3. $100. Who wants to take it? Wow, Christopher is confident. Christopher is confident that it's not going to be Mac Jones. That he's willing to bet any one of us $100 stating that it's not going to be Mac Jones. I like it. I like the confidence. I hear you, bro. What's up, Melvin? If we go with Lance or Fields with the playmaker we have already on our offense, we will be difficult to defend. I hope Lance, though. With the type of calls that Kyle Shanahan calls, with Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Raheem Mostert, Juice, Jeff Wilson Jr., that offensive line that just got better with the addition of Alex Mack. And we get someone like Trey Lance or Justin Fields. Opposing defensive coordinators are going to have nightmares when they have to prepare for an offense like ours. Our offense is going to be so electric that they're going to have difficulties trying to cover Deebo. Because that leaves Brandon Ayuk open. If you cover Brandon Ayuk, then who's covering George Kittle? And you're going to add more weapons in the draft? This offense, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be fun to watch. It is going to be fun to watch with either Justin Fields or Trey Lance at the helm. We're just going to have to wait and see who it's going to be. The Bosa, everybody really knew they were going to take Bosa. Although a lot of people were leaning towards Quinnen Williams, who went to the Jets. Remember, the Niners took him to IHOP. Out of all places, he wanted to go to IHOP. I would have made sure the Niners took me to a third, one of those places where really expensive food. But you can just tell how much humble Quinnen Williams is. Thomas, Solomon Thomas was a joke. Oh my God. I don't know what they were thinking with Solomon Thomas. And Kinlaw, because we lost Buckner, I can see why they went that direction. So I agree with Kinlaw and Bosa, but Solomon Thomas, the whole Solomon Thomas thing, man. My goodness. Yep. It's all about the ratings. Absolutely. Yep. I agree with you, Coach. I agree with you. Dad Cortez, how you doing, brother? Well, we can definitely get there with Jimmy. One thing I do know for sure, we can definitely get there with Jimmy. Do me a favor, real quick. If you haven't done it already, smash the like button. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. and hit the notification bell so that you are notified each and every time we go live. We can definitely get there with Jimmy. Jimmy's playing is not a problem for me. I like the way Jimmy performs. Can he do better? Yes. What concerns me and what concerns a lot of Niner faithful and even the coaches is his ability to stay healthy. The Niners are just tired of going into a season with high hopes and Jimmy just can't stay healthy. Nothing brings down a team quicker than a quarterback going down, your starting quarterback going down. So I think the Niners are just preparing themselves to strengthen their quarterback position. And this is why we move from 12 through 3, because the Niners know that if they strengthen their quarterback position, we can go far into the playoffs. And I think that's why they're doing their due diligence. And for those who are wondering why, okay, if the Niners supposedly want Mac Jones, why are they going to the pro days of Justin Fields and Trey Lance? Why waste their time? I believe the Niners don't know. They have an idea of who they want, but they're doing their due diligence. They're turning every stone. They're looking at every factor on these quarterbacks. They have until the 29th to make a decision. Why not do everything within your power to look at every quarterback, see the pros and the cons, and then make your decision? Why go in there with one player only? When you're picking 3rd overall, assuming that Trevor goes to the Jags and Wilson goes to the Jets, you're sitting at number 3. The draft doesn't start until the Niners pick, because everybody and their mama knows who supposedly the Jags are taking and the Jets. But nobody knows who the Niners are taking. I got to believe that Coach Shanahan knows what's best for the Niners. But I got to believe also that he's smart enough to understand. He faced quarterbacks like Josh Allen. He saw how Patrick Mahomes came back in that 4th quarter and beat the Niners in the Super Bowl with his legs. Even if Kyle Shanahan is comfortable with a pocket passer, I got to believe that he's seen before his eyes everything that is taking place with these quarterbacks that are mobile. These quarterbacks that take you beyond the X's and O's. A quarterback that if everything else fails, if your play calling fails, if the offensive line breaks down, if the receivers cannot separate, in that particular play, that you are confident enough to know that your quarterback can extend a play with his feet. That he's able to get you out of that predicament by running for a first down. Kyle Shanahan needs to understand and know that I need someone that goes beyond the X's and O's. I need someone that when everything else fails, I can trust that he will move the chains with his legs and allow us to get a first down and continue to move the ball downfield. You can't do that with Mac Jones. Mac Jones is not a bad quarterback. I think he's going to be an excellent quarterback in the NFL. But he's not going to be no freaking Tom Brady, that's for sure. And in the way things are evolving, guys, the way things are moving with the Russell Wilsons, the Kyle Murrays, the Lamar Jacksons of the world, the Josh Allens, the Patrick Mahomes. Everything's evolving to that quarterback that can extend plays with their legs and bail you out of a situation. And I see the Niners, I see that Kyle Shanahan being smart enough to see that. Michael Romo says, $100 that it won't be Kellen Mond. I hope not. I think Kellen Mond is better than Mac Jones. They're guessing because Chris Sims, who started the whole Mac Jones BS. Now, I wonder, because the Niners don't exactly know what the Jets are going to do with that number 2 pick. Are they going to take Wilson for sure? Are they looking at just Justin Fields? Are the Niners in love with Justin Fields? I wonder if Kyle Shanahan told Chris Sims, start feeding the media that we are in love with Mac Jones. Let everybody know that we love Mac Jones. We love Mac Jones. We love Mac Jones. And because Chris Sims is a friend of Kyle Shanahan, he does him a solid. This way, Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas, they're like, okay, maybe Justin Fields is not as good as we thought he is. Let's go ahead and go with Wilson. And Kyle Shanahan takes Justin Fields at number 3. Could it be a ploy to get everybody thinking that they want Mac Jones? Because, as Steve said, Chris Sims is the one that started this whole thing. Right? Could he be doing Kyle Shanahan a favor by spreading that rumor? Possible. Yeah, I heard about Aldon Smith. I guess a leopard can't change his spots all the time, right? Thank you, Coach. What's up, Carla? How you doing? Kyle and John love to mess with the media. Yes, they do. Trust me, they do things to make them talk and lose their credibility. When the front office does something completely different, they laugh at it. Imagine Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch sitting back and Adam Peters listening to all these talking heads. It's going to be Mac Jones. It's going to be Mac Jones. And they're like, this media has bought it. The media has bought the narrative that it's going to be Mac Jones. And when we take Justin Fields or when we take Trey Lance, the media is going to look as stupid as they ever looked before. I agree with you, Coach. What's up, Victor? I'm just worried about the leg injuries will slow him down. Jimmy was already a non-threat to the run, but I don't know if he becomes a statue. Yeah, I hear you. Good to see you, Victor. Always a pleasure seeing you. What's up, Kenny Davis? How you doing, brother? Only 10 days left. Evaluation is virtual right now. Yes, they will look closely at every quarterback. The lack of doing their due diligence in 2017, when they took Solomon Thomas, they did not bother looking at Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun Watson. I believe they learned from that mistake. Now that they find themselves in a situation where they can draft a quarterback at number 3, they're going to make sure that no stones are left unturned. They're going to look at every avenue, every direction to make sure when they make their selection, they are making their best selection, what's best for the franchise, years to come. I still just can't believe that you give up 3 number ones and a 3 to move up from 12 to 3 to get a quarterback like Mac Jones. Even if Mac Jones takes us to the playoffs, even if we win championships with Mac Jones, he's still not the type of quarterback you take at 3. You'd pick a game changer type of player at 3. And that type of game changer is either Justin Fields or Trey Lance. So that Mac Jones, man, as much as people talk about it, I'll be shocked if that's who it is. One person I listed when they speak on ESPN is Louis Riddick, and he is all in on Lance Fields. Louis Riddick, he wanted to be the Niners GM, and the Niners were looking at him, but they went ahead and hired John Lynch. I like his commentating. A lot of the people that are smart, that one guy, I forgot his name, he was a D tackle for the Cowboys. He's on there. He's also a big advocate for Justin Fields. Jets could fool everyone and take Fields. Yes, they can. Which could mean we take Wilson or he falls. That shoulder is a question mark, and his pocket is suspect. Yes, it is. Nowhere near Fields or Lance's. I'm telling you, this whole Zach Wilson, it's not a full conclusion. It's not 100% sure. The only one that I can think that is 100% is Trevor Lawrence going to the Jags. And if the Niners really fall in love with Justin Fields, and they don't want the Jets to take Justin Fields, I can see why the narrative is so much on Mac Jones. Maybe they talk about Mac Jones so much that the Jets take Mac Jones. That's how stupid the Jets are. If Field is taken, when we take Lance, no doubt in my mind, Wilson would fall past the Falcons somewhere. Yeah. Kyle said if the NFL is involving, and that's now how he has involved with it, he mentioned Russell Wilson, Mahomes, and Kyler Murray. Yeah, I hear you. Kyle Shanahan is not a dumb coach. He's a smart coach. He knows the NFL's evolving. He knows that even though he likes the Kirk Cousins, he likes the Matt Ryans, the Matt Shaws. Imagine what he can do with a Trey Lance. Imagine what he can do with a Justin Fields at his disposal. Man, to watch Justin Fields run around, making plays for the 49ers, throwing a 45-yard bomb to Brandon Ayuk for a touchdown. I can hear it now. The fans cheering, us throwing. Oh my God. It's going to be fun to watch 49er football. Watching Fields throw to Kittle, throw to Ayuk, to Samuel, to Juice. A lot of those short passes to Juice. And I don't know what's going on with Jalen Hurd. I'm not going to put too much emphasis on Jalen Hurd. He's been hurt for the last 3 years. He hasn't played a down. So I'm not putting that much emphasis on him. But the fact that he's still on the roster, he's still a good candidate. If he stays, if he's able to be healthy and stay healthy, I'm curious to see what we can do with his type of receiver as well. But, Also, D Ford. I hope D Ford can come back from that injury and show, even if he plays on third downs only. I'll take D Ford on third downs only. I don't like Malk. Malk Cowper had us taking Kuiper, excuse me, had us taking a receiver with a number 1 pick. Remember? That dude is a joke, man. He is a joke. What comment was that, Christopher? Wow, I deleted that comment. What comment was that? I know John and Kyle still have tricks up their sleeve. They are crafty. I agree. What's up, Rosella? How you going? I would be shocked if the Fields goes number 2. We'll have to wait and see. Fields is the type of player that can fill the stands. Yeah, he's electric. Yeah. I agree with you, Josh, especially if we get Fields or Trey Lance. I prefer Trey Lance. I want Trey Lance. I say it now and I'll say it again. I want Trey Lance. But I'm okay with Justin Fields as well. I think you can't go wrong with either of those two. I think you just got to really, really sit Trey Lance for 1 year under Jimmy. And I think that you have the luxury to start Fields sooner than you would Lance. But if you're patient to wait a year, to redshirt him for 1 year, I think the upside of Lance is greater than Fields. You just got to be patient to sit him underneath Jimmy for 1 year. Oh, okay. You call them Lance Fields? So, we're going to find out in 10 days, ladies and gentlemen. In 10 days, we're going to find out who our future quarterbacks are going to be. How exciting you guys going to be if it's Lance or Fields? I know that a lot of you are in love with Fields. A lot of you guys love Fields. I know a lot of you guys love Trey Lance. And I know a lot of us are going to be disappointed if it's Mac Jones. I hope it's not Mac Jones because it'll really, really. I just can't see myself getting fired up for Mac Jones. He would really have to win a lot of games to kind of change my thoughts of him. I feel like a kid going to a candy store or a toy store. The anticipation of wanting to get that toy, it's killing me. These 10 days cannot get here fast enough. Cannot get here fast enough. I want April 29th to be tomorrow. Once the dust is settled, once the card is turned in, once Commissioner Goodell says, with the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Trey Lance out of North Dakota State or Justin Fields out of Ohio State, will be fun to hear. What I don't want to hear is with the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Mac Jones out of Alabama. That's going to be So discouraging if that is the name I hear. I don't know about you. Maybe I seen Jose in here. What's up, Jose Avila? Maybe Jose will buy a Mac Jones jersey the day he gets drafted. But everybody else probably will not buy a jersey of Mac Jones until he proves himself to be that pick for the Niners, if they pick him. But I guarantee you, if the Niners take Fields or Lance, those jerseys will be bought immediately. I could be wrong, but I don't see people going to buy Mac Jones jerseys if he's the pick. But I can see Niner faithful going out and buying a Fields or Lance jersey as soon as the pick is made. By the way, I sell jerseys. So if you are interested in buying a jersey the day of the draft, if it's Fields or Lance, and you want to get your authentic stitch jersey, let me know. I will take care of that for you. What's up, Arthur? Yes, we gonna have to sit one behind Jimmy a year. Especially, every quarterback, no matter which, I don't care if you're Trevor Lawrence, every quarterback benefits from sitting a year. But I think that Trey Lance will benefit even more if you sit him for a year behind Jimmy. I am a Jones or Fields guy. Okay. Matt Jones is Mullins, equals Mullins. Yeah, Mac Jones. Oh my goodness. Mac Jones is like Iron Man. Iron Man, in order for Iron Man to be the hero, he needed the suit. In order for Mac Jones to be successful, he needed the suit, which was Alabama's coaches, Alabama players around him. But he's not going to be someone that can do it on his own. I'll be honest, if the pick is Jones, I'll look at the front office differently. Yeah. Again, if it's Mac Jones the pick, I'm still a 49er faithful. I have the tattoo right here. I got the tattoo right here. I represent the SF. But would I be disappointed? Yes. Now, if it's Mac Jones and 2 years from now, we win a Super Bowl and Mac Jones probably the best quarterback out of the draft, I will still be disappointed that we didn't take Lance or Fields, but I'll be content. But would I be excited day one after the draft if it's Jones? No. Would I be stoked if it's Trey Lance or Fields? Yes. This is why I want a quarterback that can go beyond the X's and O. A quarterback that can extend plays. A quarterback that can allow Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle to be able to get open and catch a 30-yard pass down the field. How many times has Russell Wilson killed our defense with escaping from our defenders, buying enough time with his legs for Lockie to get open, and he throws him a 40-yard bomb for a first down? If we're going to compete in the West with the Kyle Murrays, the Russell Wilsons, and the Matthew Staffords, we got to compete with Justin Fields or Trey Lance. I hope so. What's up, Martinez? How bad is Mac Jones? The way everybody talks about him, like he's real. Like again, I like Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones is a serviceable quarterback. I think Mac Jones is very smart between his ears. I believe he can decipher the ball. He can read defenses. He can go through his progressions. Mac Jones is a very intelligent quarterback. But he's not a game changer. He's not a game changer. He's like your Alex Smith quarterback. He's not your Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? So he's more like the one the Rams picked. What's his name? Jeff Golf. He's not a Patrick Mahomes. He's not a Josh Allen. A game changer is a quarterback like Trey Lance or Justin Fields or Mac Wilson or Trevor Lawrence. Those type of quarterbacks are the quarterbacks that are game changers. Those are the quarterbacks you go up and get. Now, if the Niners were sitting at 3 already, because the Niners just sucked. We were a bad team. We were picking at 3. We didn't have to move up. We were just picking at 3. I can see them taking Jones. But to give up 3 number ones and a third to move up from 12 to 3 for a quarterback like Mac Jones, I just don't see it. I don't think it's smart. And if the Niners did that, I'll be very, very disappointed. Are you referring to Mac Jones? I'm sorry, I didn't quite follow. Or Lance. Yeah, Lance is very smart too. A lot of people are not giving Trey Lance a lot of credit, man. This kid is smart. He calls his own audibles. A lot of what he does at North Dakota State is what they do in San Francisco. If anybody can just go right in and start, would be Trey Lance, in my opinion. But it'll still be nice to sit him 1 year behind Jimmy. Yeah, you're right. Especially if we draft Fields, the pressure on Jimmy is going to be on by the fan base. If Jimmy struggles, if Jimmy gets hurt, they're going to be calling for Fields' name. So I agree with you, Kenny. A lot of that pressure. But if Jimmy Garoppolo is up to par, if he takes this as a challenge and wants to prove his critics wrong, this is his opportunity to say, you know what, rookie? If you're going to take my job, you're going to take it when I get traded next year. I'm not going to lose it to you. And that's a good thing. That means Jimmy is on his A game and Jimmy's playing good football. And that benefits us and our team. So I wouldn't argue with that. It could happen if he stays healthy, but he has to stay healthy. Yeah, he threw. You know what? Zach Wilson was another quarterback that had a very clean pocket, at BYU that a lot of people are not looking at. We'll see what happens in the NFL. Jones won't even hit the gym, let alone Debo. Oh shit. That's wrong, John. I hear you though. I hear you. Unless Debo or Ayuk is sitting at a pizzeria he might hit him. I don't know that about Trey Lance, Beto. Thanks for the info. Oh, you're welcome, bro. You're welcome. You don't draft a guy named and everybody's messing his mouth. His middle name. I can't even. I can't even say it with a straight face. What a name! Can you imagine? Why would your mom do that to you, Matt Kirkle? Why would your mom give that name to you? Does your mom hate you that much? I mean, that name has to be like a grandfather, a great grandfather's name to be passed down. But my goodness, now you know why he goes by Mac. I would go by Mac too if I had that name. And I'm not being disrespectful to none of his families. I know that there's pride in that name. It probably belonged to someone special in that family, but still. McCurkle? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's funny, brother. Yeah, we can't. Hopefully, we don't have the Alex Smith over Aaron Rodgers all over again. Actually, Jones can throw the deep ball pretty good, but I hear you. Yes, they do. And he was pretty accurate. He looks good. Just wish there was more film on him passing in a game, not running, which a lot of his highlights are. Yeah. But I think if you put Trey Lance under the right coaches, under the right system, like Kyle Shanahan, that provides probably the most quarterback friendliest offense to run, Trey Lance can be very successful. He could be a Pro Bowler coming out of that offense. Anyway, guys, it has been an hour that I've been on here. It is always a pleasure. It's always fun having fun with you guys talking football. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be Mac Jones, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, or Justin Fields. I hope it's Lance or Fields. We will have to wait and see which direction the 49ers go on April 29th. We will talk more football until then. But for now, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of my show. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, hit the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time we go live. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm your humble servant, your brother from another mother, your boy, Niner Sickness. I'm out. Peace.